Well, hi everyone, and welcome to our October edition of the debrief from our council meeting last Tuesday. And just like to thank the General Manager, Derek Finnegan, for joining me. In relation to the items that we addressed on Tuesday night, Council approved the development application for the works at Muswellbrook Coal Road, which will see the Muswellbrook Coal Company start to undertake some works for the remediation of that land there, Derek.
Yes, that's right, Steve. Decontamination of the site.
Yes.
Very positive move for the community.
Yes, to get rid of anything that's not shouldn't be there, and all the contamination, which will see the potential for some rezoning down the track, but we'll deal with that application when it comes before us. Also, Council resolved to start commencing of the upgrades to the Campbell's Corner complex, which will see the cafe, the new fresh foods produce store should be that we're trying to target, along with the council chambers, Derek, so as it stops the further development that was planned across the road, makes it more cost-effective option for the community.
That's right, Steve. And because it was a councillor or a council-sponsored project, in that sense, it's in line with council's development conflict of interest management policy. The assessment of the project or development application was undertaken externally.
Yes. And for the people at Denman, we did receive some much feedback. The camping ground behind the hotel in Denman has been approved, but with strict conditions, as most consents come along with. So the caravan will be able to be short stay overnight, but that's once everything is completed, Derek, so it's compliant.
That's right. There are a number of conditions associated with the development, Steve, to ensure the amenity of the neighbours is maintained.
Yes, we would definitely want to look after everyone that we can. And of course the Heritage Strategy 2023 to 2026, prepared to set us for the future direction of the community, was addressed as well.
Yes, that's an excellent strategy. Muswellbrook has it, and Muswellbrook Shire, Muswellbrook, Denman and Sydney Hollow have an excellent heritage streetscape.
Yes.
And of course we want to maintain that for our communities into the future.
And the feedback has been that the council, they're starting to look great, and once we get the pocket park across the road in the Muswellbrook CBD finished and those old buildings gone, which should be into next year, we should be commencing.
Yes, absolutely. There'd be great improvements for our community.
The monthly report for the Planning and Environment and Regulatory Services noted that 10 development applications had been approved, while 78 were still being assessed as of the 10th of October.
Yes, that's right.
The Sustainability Unit reopened the Open Air project, where data collected from the clarity sensors in the community were utilised.
Yes, councillors and the community, of course, have a great interest and concerns around air quality in Muswellbrook in particular, and with our colleagues in the mining industry, we are working hard to make sure that air quality is maintained to a satisfactory standard as much as we can.
And we are forever in communication. It's not a monthly catch-up. We had the mining managers in just this week to address the issues and concerns from our residents around the dust, especially getting into the drier part of the year. And that was a very robust but great conversation to be had with the mines.
It was a very generous, transparent meeting, Steve, as you say.
Yeah.
Gave us great heart that we were all working together to achieve a satisfactory result.
Yeah. Council also endorsed the draft management plan of the Olympic Park precinct, which has been on public exhibition.
Yes, that's an important component of the development application, Steve, that's being assessed by the Joint Regional Planning Panel. And this is the next component to be completed. We're hoping to get that decision as soon as possible.
And I think one of the other decisions that was made the other night, the Upper Hunter Country Tourism, have changed their structure, and Upper Hunter Council and the Muswellbrook Shire Council will be working together with the Upper Hunter Country Tourism to try and prosper all the communities in this region. And so as we don't have those conflicting dates like we've seen in the past with the Denman Food and Wine Festival previously colliding with the Scone Horse Week, and this branding will be able to take our area and our region to a different level and encourage people to stay not only in Muswellbrook LGA, but to tag along to other events in the area.
Absolutely. You've led a number of collaborative meetings, Steve, and the collaboration with our colleagues at Upper Hunter Shire Council has been immensely positive, along with Destination Sydney Surrounds North and, as you say, the Upper Hunter Country Tourism Group. And this brand strategy that's being considered is really encouraging for our Upper Hunter region for the future.
Yes, and many discussions have been taking place with the Upper Hunter to try and see what we can do in a joint effort to benefit both communities. But of course, we're focused on the sustainable outcome of our future financially here for the community and also for council as a whole, as we went through the General Manager's restructuring and closed council the other night as well. And this restructure will take place soon. We're still collaborating with councils.
Yes, that's right, Steve. At the moment, as you say, we've presented a draft structure for the consideration of council, really with the aim of growing our team for the future, the challenges and opportunities of the future, and to ensure, as you say, our financial sustainability and to provide an excellent level of service to our community.
Yes. Also in closed council, it was discussed, Derek, and it's really a warming project that we've had the money there. We've selected the tender to go out now for the pump track over at Wollombi Park.
It's a really exciting project.
It's a fantastic project, a BMX pump track. It'll be available on Council's Facebook to have a look and see actually what it is. But to be over there, we've got a big plan, master plan for the area over there off the Stock Route, which now it's progressing and works will be underway.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful part of our town, and we really want to make sure we provide as many services as we possibly can.
Very exciting item. The other thing was the tenders for the lights at Wirraman Park and at Highbrook Park that we received grant funding for.
Yes.
That we've also now gone out and selected the tender, and they'll be improved. It's also for night sport, but women in sport as well.
Yes, for female participation in particular. That's right. So
yes.
It's very, very, very positive projects.
And of course, the one project that we've been trying to move along very speedily with a bit of a hiccup, and we're waiting for some grant funding announcement regarding the pump line from pipeline from Denman to Sandy Hollow. Some decisions were made, so we're still progressing that around the land.
Yes, very much so, Steve. As you say, the report on Tuesday night contemplated the acquisition of 3 small parcels of land. In the background, we're still going through the approvals process, but it's still very positive, and we're progressing that project. As you mentioned before, we have the $18.9 million from growing local economies. There is a gap in the funding, but certainly we've identified measures to fill that gap so the project can proceed as soon as possible.
Yes, and just to touch on too, Derek, the listening posts have been going very well for the community. We've been out and about every second week. We're at Sandy Hollow just gone. We've been to Denman a few times every second week. Muswellbrook Fair, Muswellbrook Marketplace. But if you see us out and about and follow our Facebook page, you'll see when we'll be out and about for any ideas, bring your concerns, but we've had a lot of ideas come forward. And just to say hi, or if you've got a works request, of course, go through the council administration or website, but also you can pull us up whenever you see any of the councillors. We've got a very passionate group of councillors this term, really engaged and attending a lot of meetings, but we also have had a lot of meetings with ministers of recent, Transport New South Wales, so it has been a very busy time, but it's great to be hitting the ground running at the moment, heading into the Christmas period with some projects starting to fall off.
Very much so, Steve. As you say, it's a very committed council, very engaged with the community, and it's all about doing our best for the benefit of our community.
Yeah, everyone can always do better, and that's what we're trying to do every day. So thank you, everyone, and we'll be back next month with our recap of the council meeting from November.